I mean, I should have stood on something. I can't stand on something now,
You
can
get like
I?
a little step ladder. As long as you can see the step ladder.
That would be funny.
Yeah, so like intros. Hi, I'm Joshua. I'm a wedding photographer from Suffolk.
Do it again. I don't know why I waved.
I see a blooper reel coming on. I'm Joshua. I'm a wedding photographer based in Framingham in Suffolk, and I specialise in working with people who absolutely hate having their photo taken or feel uncomfortable in front of a camera, which incidentally is exactly how I feel right now. I'm here with Lillie from Marnie's Bakery, who is probably one of my absolute favourite bakers, and considering I'm a wedding photographer and I eat quite a lot of cake, that is, I think, saying something. So I really do get through quite a lot. I thought you would quite like to see what goes into making a wedding cake, and what's involved, and some other words that might come out of my mouth, but yeah, we lost my train of thought. I don't know. I'll see. I'll tell you what, I haven't got anything else, so we're just going to have to see how this links in, and then we'll stick it into a boot. Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't know what. That'll do.
The beauty of editing.
Yeah.
I've driven with like L plates on before. Because then I really feel like you definitely got an excuse then to drive really slowly. This one's very straightforward because obviously I decorated it all last night. There's no fresh flowers to add. It's all buttercream painted flowers. So I'm literally just going to find out where it goes, put it down, and that's it really. But yeah, sometimes it could, I mean, yesterday we were at the venue for a good couple of hours, putting the flowers on and stacking the cake, because it was a 4-tier yesterday. So stacking it's quite stressful. It's the back drive.
Back drive, that's it.
Should I have gone that way then?
You can have some like really dramatic music playing right now.
Will they make it? Find
Yeah,
out after the break.
Oh, this is more like it. Look how gorgeous this is. Yeah, so Marnie is my family name, and all my recipes come from the Marnies. That's why I call it Marnie's Bakery.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah, yeah.
I got very confused the first time I met you, and I was like, who the hell's Marnie?
I know.
Because you are not Marnie.
You can call me whatever you want, Marnie, Lily, whatever.
But you answer to Marnie quite a lot now.
I do,
suppose, 'cause
I do.
everyone's like,
It's
oh,
just
you must
easier,
be Marnie.
yeah.
You're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's me.
It's easier. You do, you definitely do, for the most part, yeah.
So, but you went to college as well, like you haven't just randomly,
No.
I know I'll start baking cakes,
No,
you actually know what you're doing.
I should probably lead with that, shouldn't I? Yeah, so I'm a trained chef, and I was in culinary college for 3 years, and I found myself massively gravitating towards the bakery side of it, like every time. Every day at school I would try and get in there if anybody needed help. But yeah, so there's just something about it, I'm obsessed with it now. Yeah, so I left college, worked in a few bakeries, and then thought, yeah, and then I made my son's cake, and that was literally it. I just thought, no, I gotta do this. This is me. This is my calling.
Well, do you literally just go like straight full-time, hi-lo, I'm a baker now,
Yeah,
here's a website,
yeah,
off you go?
yeah.
It wasn't like I'll ease into it
No,
from something else?
no, I'm not that kind of person.
Oh, wow.
No.
Really went for it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
A lot of people say like, oh crikey, that's quite a lot of money for a cake, but
It's
you know,
feeding a lot of people, isn't
Yeah.
it? You're getting sort of my expertise, all my time as well. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but all of my ingredients are locally sourced. My jams are homemade, my curds are homemade. Everything is just properly made with as much love as it can possibly be made with.
It's not. I mean, like, it's not the sort of thing you really want to be doing, like
the day
before your wedding as well.
Absolutely not. It takes me days. It takes me days to make the cake. So the day 1, I'm baking. Day 2, I'm stacking and smoothing out and you know, doing all that stuff. Putting your dowels in. Don't forget that. You know, and then
that stuff that stops it from going.
Yeah. I mean, if you're doing a DIY wedding, don't forget those. That's the number 1 tip, because there's so many people. Oh my God.
I've seen a good number of wonky cakes.
I'm not surprised. Yeah, it's probably DIY ones as well, because there is a whole structural engineering thing that goes on in making a cake. It's not just.
Yeah.
It's not just flour and eggs that you're paying for, which is what I hear all the time. You know, oh, it's just flour. No, it's not, dude.
I would say the same thing with cameras. They're like, oh, we're paying you £2,000 to press a button all day. And
no,
you're like,
you're fucking
no,
not.
It's not like I'm just doing that for one day and I'm not.
No.
Like, you've massively missed like the whole point.
Massively. And let alone the 3 days making the actual cake. But then you've got the whole process before, you know, they get in touch, we have a tasting, we do all the design, coming up with all that as well. It takes ages. So actually, £500 isn't that much. It's just not. I feel like that's almost like a bargain.
Do you spend much time just like experimenting?
Yeah. So I recently had this couple that were like over the top with wanting to experiment, which was fantastic for me. I would love to do more of this, but it just so happened that this couple were like happy to pay me to do it. So we did like pistachio sponges, rose buttercream. We did what was it? Strawberry and hibiscus. There was all kinds of these different flavors that we did, and it was fantastic. Yeah. I loved experimenting with it. And we all of us were sort of really excited about doing it, and yeah, it's great. And I feel like doing that, we've kind of made a bit of friendship as well, because we just spoke so much. You know, a lot of people just order their cake and then they want, you know, Victoria or lemon, and then that's it. You know, whereas these guys were really, I love it. Yeah, they're probably my favorite couple so far. I don't know if I can say that, but yeah, don't say that. It keeps me up in the night. Some of it really does.
Just dreaming of cake.
Yeah. How bad is that?
That sounds
Proper obsession.
Sounds like a wonderful existence to me.
Well, yeah.
Is there something in particular you think that people more regularly overlook or don't realise that? Crikey! I should have hired a professional, because
I would say the skills that you need to make the cake is obviously the number 1, because there's been so many trials and tribulations, if that's the right word, to doing cakes to this kind of standard. You know, it's not all been smooth sailing. You know, unless you're kind of willing to take a risk. I think this is Yeah. Of course it does. Yeah. It does take hours and hours. I mean, it doesn't feel like that to me because I love it so much. I guess. Do you know what I mean?
It's incredibly labour intensive.
It is very labour intensive, and it's not something that you should be doing on like the day before your wedding. You should be relaxing, and you just.
The willing to take a risk bit, I think it really stands out for me. I mean, when I hear about people DIY wedding photography,
oh God,
I'm like,
how do you do that though?
I'm like, yeah, it is taking a risk. And you're like, some people that risk is okay, but my gosh, you should not be taking a risk on somebody's wedding.
No.
Like, yeah, go and take a risk on like some small party that doesn't really matter. If
Exactly, yeah.
Done
it.
Yeah, good.
I
think we smashed it. Smashed it. Come and pay us money.
Buy cake.
Buy cake, buy pictures.